of all you, that is a promise. Hey, Libra. Welcome to Oracle Conversations. We're doing the later half of the year vibe check, reading, energy review for you. Okay? Listen. Each one of these has been different. And you know, we're going to go with the flow. So you said keep it simple. And I said, okay, I could do that. So it's something about the latter part of the year, whether the third quarter or the fourth quarter, where whatever's transpiring, whatever is going, you want to keep it simple. You want the rules to be simple. You want the way to do it to be simple. You want simplicity, okay? The path of least resistance for the Libras. I hear you. I understand that. Because, man, has it been just breathe in, hold for 5, and breathe out for 5, Libra, okay? And this is for all placements. If you don't know, I do all placements, okay? So, if it resonates with you, it is for you. If you don't like shuffling and all of that, you know, you kind of had to stick around different videos, different methods, okay? Because I actually do a whole thing to pull the energy in, okay? Because I have to protect myself. You guys are heavy, okay? This world is heavy. 2 of Cups for July. We're going to start off with the month of July. I'm going to pull one of each. I just go into it. All of that explaining is just not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? We pull an oracle card, mindful message, and we wrap it up in a nice little bow for you. And hopefully some of the information can connect some things for you in your life, because no one on the other side of this camera actually knows your life, Libra. But there may be something that will be said that transpires that will help you out. Oh, you didn't like that. Family. 2 of Cups, the coming together of. You may be spending more time with family, getting family in order. Maybe you created a family business. Maybe you're creating a family structure. You know your laugh. I don't. Okay? And it is okay that I don't. Because like I said, there may be something that transpires that I say that clicks for you and helps you move through life and do what you do, Libra. Coming together of family, bonding, understanding, maybe family therapy, family group sessions, things of that nature. My terrace door is open, okay? It's Friday night. I live in the city. It's busy. NGandCO. It's normally quiet, but it is Friday. Anyways, that caught me off guard. There may be some things that catch you off guard in the month of July. Maybe a lot of things. There's things going on. This world is shifting and changing. Governments are changing policies and procedures and all kinds of things. So there may be something specific to you that catches you off guard, Libra. Okay, releasing anger. Yeah, so coming together of. 2 of Cups is about the coming together of. It is about finally meshing with someone, right? The balance, the duality. Family may be going through their thing. Your family may be going through their thing. You may be going through a thing with your family. You guys decide, hey, we're going to break some family bondages for the rest by the end of the year. So this third quarter and this fourth quarter, we're going to do what this therapist says so that we can get along. Okay? You may be doing some things like that. You may be creating a family business and establishing the ground rules. Who's going to be manager? Who's going to be, creating the hierarchy in regards to that. Maybe taking a family vacation in July. It is, the month of the holiday and all of that. So, and during this vacation, you guys are having discussions about how people are treated. We're coming to a space where we're realizing that Gen X is the most generation that was emotionally neglected, which is why all the Gen X parents are usually gentle parenters or someone who, you know, wants to evade from just beating their kids down. You know what I'm saying? Because they just said something they didn't like or did something they didn't like. So you may be discussing breaking specific generational things in family, and this could be as easy as we're not going to have Christmas dinner anymore, we're not going to come together on these specific holidays, we want to respect the LGBTQIA people in our family, so let's come together and see how we can support them. We may want to support the things that society is coming against. You are bonding together to take care of each other more, or creating this for yourself if you don't have the blood family or is not creating this for yourself. I'm going to create the family I never had. Okay? You have to release the anger to do that. Releasing the anger. Releasing anger. Anger is a natural emotion, but recognize that holding on to it can be toxic for me. I look at the person who has caused me pain and see them as the human being they are. I release the anger. I feel free. I feel and free myself, freeing myself and expanding to love. And like I said, having the therapy sessions, apologizing to one another, changing and shifting how you handle each other. Emotionally, financially, physically, mentally, all of those things, okay? Outwardly speaking it, saying it, doing it, understanding that this is going to require time and patience to build, to grow, to do. But as long as we are all acknowledging it, right? The Two of Cups, as long as we all come together on this, as long as we all have the same understanding of this thing, it can be done, and we can walk off into the sunset holding hands, okay? Which is what you really want to do, Libra. You are the scales. You are the balance. You are balancing that. Maybe there are some things about it that disturbs you or angers you, and you're learning to release your anger in regards to how things are done, when things are done, and who does them. Understand, maybe it will be a coming together of a sort that has never been coming together before. Maybe the person who is part of the LGBTQIA plus community in your La Familia is expressing how they're treated. And so as the family, you guys are coming together and like, listen, okay, suicide rate is high. The abusive rate is high for LGBTQIA plus. So we're going to, be kind while they're expressing themselves. 8 of Cups. Pulling out all of the stops through the heartbreaks, right? Not looking back. Going through it and not looking back in the month of August. But still setting boundaries, though. Okay? Cup energy, water energy flowing through. Please check your personal birth charts on how these transits that are happening will affect you. Astro Future is a great app. You see my channel, okay? I'm not getting paid for anything. Okay, other than the things I get paid for to do. So just know that it doesn't, do anything for me to promote an app. But Astro Future is great because your birth chart is already there, and then you get to see how the planets are transiting. And even if you don't understand astrology fully or don't know anything about planetary alignment, you can pull that information and the little key points they give you, because they're going to highlight the important transits, right, in the app. And then you can pay for extra information and all of that stuff. Like I have the basic because I find information in other ways, but that's neither here or there. Okay, it helps to have aids as listen, when you're transitioning in life, in anything, whether it's major or minor, it helps to get other tools to help you manage what it is that you're learning, right? If you've ever been to a therapist's office, hello, raise your hand. They always give you some type of quiz or homework or tool or they leave you with, they should, a great therapist should, I'm just gonna say that, so that you can exercise the muscle and get used to doing it, right? You're not used to treating this person this way in your family. Now you have to switch it up, and you're like 80 and everybody's like, grandma, that's so-and-so's girlfriend, and grandma's still saying other things than what it is. And everybody's like, listen, grandma, we need you in on this, okay? You're part of this whole thing. We need, you know what I mean? Like that's what this energy is. It's like getting the boomers to not necessarily agree, but you need us to take care of you now. So I'm going to need you to just relax, okay, and eat this applesauce. Relax, and let me change your bedding. Relax, let me just take you for this walk, because all of them ain't in nursing homes, okay? Contrary to popular belief. But that's just what that is that kind of energy. And if this is not just the younger generation setting the older generation straight, so to speak, this is you aligning yourself with the things that it is that you truly want for yourself and creating space for it. Like, you are creating this space by releasing the anger. You are creating this space by choosing who's going to be in your cluster. Okay. I like to say clusters instead of families, because not that family doesn't exist, but there's such a blend and difference these days. And I try to make sure I cover a lot of different things. So anyway, so going into August, you have the 8 of Cups as the leading energy. Leaving old ways behind, okay? And you may be on information overload. Oh, God, I love the divine. I promise I do. You may be in information overload, like learning all the new terms. They, them, her, he, she, them, they. When to use them, how to use them, right? Understanding why you need to use them. And when you need to use them. Like, this is what I explain to people. Listen, learn it and use it accordingly, right? You learn geometry in school. Don't nobody use that. But now, if you're into science, if you're into astrology, you might use a smidget of it. Degrees, separation, points, things of that nature. You understand what I'm saying? You may use a smidget of it. And you only need the smidget for what it is you're trying to learn, for what it is you're trying to gain. You understand what I'm saying? There is a bunch of stuff that we have learned in life along the way that we do nothing. I have college degrees I do not use. But there are things in college classes that I learned that help me maneuver through life. Right? Lighten your load. Take what it is that you need with you and leave the rest. It's like the food card. Only take what you need. You know what I'm saying? Get the world off your back and only carry the sun. Because that way, they need you. You don't need them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the sun is going to rise regardless. And people need the sun. You need the daylight. It does things for the earth. All of that. For the plants. You need it. So, lighten your load. Okay? And 8 of Cups is similar energy. You're only going to take with you moving forward what it is that you need, no matter how much is behind you. And 8 and 2 is 10, okay? And I'm saying that because numerology is important. Numerology is important. And I don't watch the timer on these videos, so I don't know what's on the clock, but just take a glance at your clock while you listen to this video. Something may align for you. Tune in. Today, before doing what I normally do, I will take a moment to slow down, to place my hand at my heart space and take a few deep breaths. I will ask myself what I truly want, and I will honor however it is that I am feeling. Let me tell you something. Honor your feelings about this transition, but still transition, right? Duality, accepting what is and working with what you have. Duality, right? The balance. Letting them have their life, Libra, the way that they need to have their life, and you adjust and, do minimal. Even if it is you're mad, you're teed off about whatever direction that they're taking and you don't like it, or they don't like the direction you're taking. Some outsider. But it doesn't matter. Tap in and tune into yourself in the month of August so that you can keep a light load and move forward and keep the peace. This is like hold my mule energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to release things. I'm going to tap into myself. I'm going to do what's good for myself. But I want my cluster to be happy. And not necessarily happy with you, just happy with themselves, happy within. Right? Because as long as a person is happy with themselves, the rest of the world, it kind of doesn't matter what the rest of the world thinks, wants, gonna be. You know what I'm saying? This is why I like that community. This is why I like the rainbow community, because they could care less about the normalities of whoever is trying to keep whatever. It's going to be this way, darling. So either get used to me or go find something to do. Yeah, there's an upset and a rearrangement. But it's a beautiful coming together, though. Compassion is a beautiful thing. If more humans would express it, we would be in a really compassion and grace. We really would be in a better place. More people would get along, and not just get along for the sake of getting along, but take the top card, but they would get along for reasons that make sense to get along, right? To build, to grow, to have something that other people seem to have it hard to obtain. The Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. Tangible things. July, August, September. I'm sorry, Libra, I took a gap. I'm just trying to gather. Let me go ahead and pull an oracle. Okay, so fives in the traditional tarot, five of Pentacles in the traditional tarot usually talks about the loss of like monetary gain, or tangible things, right? Pentacles are tangible things. It's not just money. Through this transition, you may have lost something, someone. Everybody's not going to want to go on the ride. Everybody's not going to want to go to the park. Everybody's not going to want to go on that vacation. Everybody's not going to want to meet for dinner. Everybody's not going to want to have the conversation. Some people don't even want to talk about these emotions and feelings. Okay? Yep. There's some people won't even want to. You're going to have to trust that what it is that you're doing is going to fund you, is going to feed you, is going to favor you, Libra. You're going to have the faith. And I don't want to do this, but I'm going to, that there's a Christian song that goes, I have the faith that moves the impossible, sees the invincible. That, you may want to listen to that. You may want to listen to that song, Libra. Encourage yourself. Let me see if I can really quickly tap into who let me see if I can faith that can conquer anything. There it is. That's it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna play a little. I'm gonna play a little of it. Yep. I'm gonna play a little of it because it's my cheddar. That's what I do. Conquer anything. Faith. Okay. Faith. Okay, now I don't want to have issues with YouTube about that, but that specific one is by Vanessa Bell Armstrong, okay? There's multiple versions of that. So whatever soothes your groove, you know what I mean? But you may want to kind of like boost your morale around the third quarter of the year so that you can get done what you need to get done. Because it's not personal, Libra. Okay? A lot of stuff we want to make personal ain't got nothing to do with you. These people got to live their life the way they need to live their life. Okay? And so do you. But you don't have to go to the grave. You don't have to go to such strong lengths to force somebody to live the way that it is that you want them to live. And vice versa. No one should be doing that to you either. Okay? Remember boundaries. Remember releasing anger. Remember tuning into yourself. Remember holding compassion and grace. And trusting. Okay? Trusting, Libra. It's not personal. People's reactions or opinions of me are really not about me at all. People tend to project their own insecurities or fears onto one another. So when someone speaks unkindly to me, I'll remember they have something going on that has nothing to do with me. You ain't missing out on anything. It's not personal. You're not missing out on anything. Anything that it wants to be retracted from you should be retracted from you. And anything wants to be attracted to you should be attracted to you. Third quarter of the year is not just about a tussle for things either. Reciprocity, understanding, compassion, grace. Those words come to mind when it comes to these 3 months as I'm seeing this spread right here. We're going to go ahead and go into October. But as I am talking, I'm setting my intention for October. But as I am talking now, it is about the 3 months that is in front of you. July, August, and September. And you will be adjusting to a new circle of friends, a new job, settling into something that is more, that touches the heart more, right? Not necessarily, I mean, because the fact that family is here and the 8 of Cups and the 2 of Cups, something that touches the heart, right? I mean, there's 10 cups. It really touches the heart. Not the card 10 of Cups, but 8 and 2 are 10. Okay? So it touches the heart. It's important to you. And you may have to not necessarily sacrifice, or maybe it feels like a sacrifice, Libra. I don't know your life, you do. But you will need to definitely adjust if you want to keep this situation solid, or if you want to grow this in any type of way, or if you want to move on into the future for the betterment of you and whoever these people, places, and things are that are around you. You're going to need to trust in the change, trust in the adjustment. And know that just because someone is of a different community or of a different faith or of a different ideology, that doesn't mean that their love shifts and change, okay? Especially when it's a energy tie of some sort, whether it's through blood or through love or through, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's an energy tie, an energy bond, you know, through family name or through marriage vows or through, there's all kinds of ways to be energetically bonded to things. But, you know, a work contract, because when you sign your names to things, that also creates bonds. Okay, energy bonds. When you are in agreement and writing with a thing. So, signing your W-2s, all of that, okay? All of those types of actions are energy bonds. You're vowing to your job and the IRS of a certain thing so that you can receive a certain thing. Most things reciprocal are of some type of bond. Anyways. And, you know, I have been shuffling and nothing is coming out. So don't let this shut you down, Libra. Because I keep hearing like that it breaks your heart or it breaks someone's heart, someone close to you. Like this is emotionally heavy, emotionally battling. Not mental. Ain't no swords out here. Ain't no pentacles out here. Ain't no wands out here. These are cups. Okay? Cups that affect tangible energy. But you have to know that it's not personal. Whatever someone is projecting towards you is about them. It's not about you. And, you know, even though you had a system that works, you have to adjust to another system. And, man, it's okay. It is. It is okay. October, please, Most High. October. Please, can we move into October? Like, I am starting to get tired. This is why I don't like doing. This is why I do these twice a year. This is why I do specific energy readings twice a year. Because you guys can drain some energy. Plus, I tap into all placements too. So that's a whole nother thing. But you guys are, you know, not necessarily letting this ride, whatever is transpiring. But you're going to make the adjustments. Yep, Page of Swords. There it goes. The mental energy coming on. But it's the beginning, right? The beginning of the truth. The beginning of the truth for you. The beginning of the truth for your cluster. Understanding that even though it may be normal, right? But there's something that you can't see as normal in your personal space. I mean, she's completely naked, but he has on his pants. And they're outside, by the way. Divine Feminine is the one with the sword, though. I'm just saying. Month of October, please, Most High. It's going to be important that you know, stay tapped in and tuned into who you are and what it is that you want, and that no one can waver or change how you feel or see or think about a thing. Spirit guide. Tapping in. See the Infinite 8? Tapping into yourself. Maybe praying more. Maybe meditating more. Which is mental energy. You know, it takes a lot of different things to meditate. Maybe you started meditation. Maybe you're learning that. Are you changing from religion to spirituality, Libra? Someone in your family is. Someone in your family is. Someone in your family or in your immediate circumference is doing something different that they have never done before. Or it is you. Okay? You know how you can flip the energies. Or it is you. But it is shifting thought processes, what people believe. How are we going to get along now? Casting spells, spirit guides, and swords is spiritual work in October. So you're doing spiritual work or someone else is doing spiritual work? Who's doing the spiritual work? Casting spells. The words I speak and the stories I tell are like spells. What I say and believe I attract more of. So I shift my story from lack to abundance, from victim to empowered, and from complaint to gratitude. Now, when I speak to others through my words, I am casting beautiful spells. You know what that makes me think of? How when people get into spirituality, they start saying grand rising, you know, instead of good morning. Things like that. You know, starting to use the language, the lingo. when talking about, you know, cousin Tay-Tay. They, them. Please don't say that, you know, and possibly taking up for them. Or this is yourself making the switch and you're telling people these are my pronouns and I'm going to need you to use them. Or you're telling people like, this is what I'm doing now in life and I don't want no problems out of you. Or you're the one that's seen someone change and you don't like it and you're voicing your opinion about it. Okay. And this person is close. You have an emotional tie to this person. Or people. Or situation, you know, this could be truly anything. Like, you could have an emotional tie to a summer home that you have to give up because the finances have changed. It could be something like that. You know what I'm saying, Libra? Only you know your life. But what I'm saying is the shift is an emotional one. The shift is one that requires you to pay a little bit more attention to because it is bonded to you emotionally in your inner. This isn't just something where you're like, oh, I got fired, I'm gonna get another job. No, it was like, I helped build this company. Like, when you started, it was only 4 employees, and now it is 450 employees with 6 locations, and you got fired. Or you've had to lay off a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that type of bond where, you know, something flopped and now you're adjusting and dealing with it. And realize that a lot of the decisions that you make in your adjustment is, you know, making things awkward for people. Or awkward for you. People are making the situation awkward for you, right? You have to flip it. You got to remember, it's not personal, okay? Don't take it personal. And watch your mouth. Watch your words. Watch your mouth. Watch your words. Watch your mouth. Watch your words. Listen to high vibe music. Tell yourself high vibe things. Get your affirmations out. Whip them out. Do it good. Whip it. Whip, boom, boom, boom. Whip it good. You know what I'm saying? Say them daily. Say them hourly. Say them quarterly. Say them, you know, say them at the beginning of the day and the end of the day. You might have to double down on the affirmations now. Instead of saying them in the morning, you might have to say them at night too. And then you might have to say them at lunchtime. Like, double down on them, John. Double down on your protection. Double down on talking to your spirit guides. Prayer, meditation, double down. Double down on it. Stay connected so that you don't cause confusion or get more confused as you're making this adjustment, right? And only take it as far as you're willing to take it. Libra, like, don't have someone making you rush into making a decision or doing something too soon, too fast that you're not ready for. And I'm not saying hate. Don't do nothing hateful now. You know. And I mean, you know, cutting people off is very necessary for family, for friends, for close clusters, and you may need to do that. If you need to get a restraining order, get you one. If you need to, you know, King of Cups. See what I'm saying? This is an emotional This is it's such an emotional shift that staying balanced for you isn't really easy right now, is it, Libra? It's not going to be easy from July until the end of the year. And you may not discover how easy that it's not going to be until September. And then in October and November is when you'll get, it's like, oh, okay, I can adjust. I can do X, Y, and Z. You know, uncomfortable like I am right now in the middle of the freaking night doing this reading and having this bright light on with my terrace door open, and I see the mosquitoes on the screen trying to get in, and looking at them is making me itchy. I'm just saying. It's making me itchy. Like, I'm looking at them like, okay, I'm going to have to gonna get this done so I can turn this light out, because so y'all can go away and I can close my door. Anyways, hey Mambo, da 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 da. You guys will be moving and grooving into it, though, you know, because this is what you do, Libra. You balance things out. And even when you're knocked off your equilibrium, you'll always find a way to come back and serve the justice that is necessary. Serve the balance that is necessary. I just hope you do it with style and grace in the place, okay? And that you're not a jerk about it. Don't be a jerk about it, Libra. Okay, remember, it's not personal. Everybody is having their own experience. They got their own contract, their own thing to do here. And part of it is to disturb you. It's not funny. I'm not laughing because I don't know what your situation are, but I am a person that laughs at pain, even my own. So my apologies. Because I'm not sure what side of the coin you are on with this, Libra, from now until the end of the year. But you know. I bet you know. If the King of Cups ain't courage, what is they? You got a Leo in your life tugging at you. Strength card. Courage in the traditional tarot. That's what this is. Lionsgate. Okay, now Lionsgate is in August, but this aligns underneath August. So, something in Lionsgate may be something during the time of Lionsgate may be very important to you, but also in the month of November as well. Okay. Munching into the strength in your emotional holdback. Okay, this is emotional intelligence. Knowing when to say something, when not to say something. The King of Cups. You could also be lushing that month too, so be careful, okay? But the King of Cups is very much so in charge of his emotions. You know, he's extremely emotional intelligent and can be manipulative. You know, in not the good way, but manipulative is a word that is used normally in a bad connotation. So, you know what I'm saying? That you're not manipulating or being manipulated. So have the courage to know the difference. Have the courage to speak up if you feel like you are being emotionally manipulated. Okay. Inspiration board. If I am ever feeling down or bored, I spend time creating vision board to place in my home. I fill it with quotes, pictures, and desires that bring me inspiration and joy. Maybe it's time to create a hobby. Maybe you've been thinking about starting a hobby, Libra. Maybe it's time to find other things to do other than stress out about what other people are doing. Maybe it's time to have more lunch dates, more dinner dates, more mimosa dates, more brunch dates. Maybe it's time to find other things to do at leisure. Other things to do with your leisure time. Create more leisure time. Okay, in the month of December. Maybe you need to create more leisure time just so that you can break away from the monotony of whatever is going on emotionally for you. Emotional, intelligent people will tell you that all the time. Know when to take a break. Know how to take a break. I'm not talking about being silent break while people are talking or, you know, just not having a conversation with a specific someone, but like literally taking a break. Go swimming with an activity. Go swimming, go hiking, go to the flower gardens, go to the popular park in your town, go to the tourist attraction that you hate to go to because the traffic is so congested. Go do a thing that will have you dealing with other things other than the emotions that are swarming through you. Take that emotional energy and move it. Please check your birth chart. Please check your birth chart. December is devil energy, something that you want to change, that you can't change, something that you don't have control over, that you want to have control over. What is it that you want to control, Libra? Because we know you want to control everything. What is it that you want to control? I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that in this recording. And you know you don't edit, Natasha. Can't edit. Ain't got time to edit. I shouldn't have said that. But what is it that you're trying to control, that you see that you can't control? What is it that you want to stay the same that's not staying the same? That's irking you emotionally. But you covering it up with something. Or vice versa. Somebody could be doing this to you. Okay? Please remember, somebody could be doing this to you in December, in November, in September, in October, in August, in July. Okay? If it's not your energy, it's someone's around you. Or, you know, if it doesn't resonate, then it doesn't. It doesn't. Like, I don't know what else to say. But there is something irking you that maybe you're in denial about. Maybe you're not using your emotional intelligence, and that's the problem. Maybe you need to instill your emotional intelligence. That's why the King of Cups is here in November. It is needed. You need the courage to instill your emotional intelligence to deal with this, as opposed to being chained to yesteryear of how things operated. Before there was cars, people walked. Okay? You may have to go back to the basics of a thing and understand that things have been around for years and centuries. It's more in your face now because of the internet. This is what people don't understand. Everything is in your face now because of the internet. We have access to it. You can go on the CIA website and see everything that it is pretty much that they're doing. At least that they want to show, that they want to put on the website. And I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to the CIA. And I'm just saying that to say, please don't start watching my videos and coming for me. But whatever, it is what it is. They own everything. But I'm not saying that to say, go look at the CIA website. What I'm saying is there is access to all types of information at all times, right? And because of that, now we can see what's happening in other countries, how other people are being treated in other states, Like before, you would have to submit something to a county executive to get the county rules, laws, and things on to get the printout, or you have to go all the way to the library. You don't have to do that anymore. Okay, we're being flooded with information. And now all of this information, we're in a space now in the world where this information is being used, and now the people who have never been in power seats before is seeing how things are run, seeing how things are done. And not just in the United States of America. Please watch the world news. I'm not promoting any news channel or anything like that, but if you just do a quick peek, you'll see everybody is having their own little uprising in their own way, having issues with their governments in their own way. The UK, Australia, but everybody, okay? And whatever is transpiring from July to December, right, that's tugging at your emotional space, that you don't really like what's going on, Libra, because there's something that you don't like what's going on, whether that's with work, whether that's with the relationships, you don't like how someone has shifted and changed the rules on you, right? They're no longer a Christian. They no longer, I don't know, they only wear purple every day now. And you're like, what's going on? And you're like, and they're like, I'm tapping into my ajna. Auntie Nina, you know, I need to wear purple every day. It's my aura color because that's what they're like somebody is doing something taboo or you are doing something taboo and it is making you or them very uneasy, okay? But the blessings are coming. It doesn't matter what they want. Don't take it personal. Continue to create your vision boards. Continue to do what it is that you need to do for your elevation, for your sanctity in your mind, for your body fullness. Like, you're going to have to do what you got to do that's best for you, Libra, okay? And understand that the people that you hold great space for rock with you. They will continue to rock with you even through this shift and change. And if you are on the receiving end of this, please give those people, places, and things grace and compassion and understanding. And if you're just one of those types of people that are set in their ways, their rules, their whatever, you know, be okay with saying goodbye to this person. Vice versa, whatever side of the coin of this you're on, either you're the one just creating the emotional disruptness, or someone is, you're the one doing this, or someone is doing this to you and you're having to deal with it. And if you're so like, no, you're not gay, blah, 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 blah. And all, be prepared to lose this person in your life. Or this place, this job, this contract, this whatever. This financial stream, or, you know, be prepared to lose it. Trust that you can handle this, Libra. I feel like faith is wavering. You know what I'm saying? Hold tightly. And not just to them, but to who you are, what it is that you want. Because next year is going to be nothing like any year before it. Because all of the rearranging that all of the signs are doing now is setting them up for 2023, 2024, 2025, right? All of the newness that people are going into, the new jobs, the new places they're moving to, the new, you know, all of these shifts that are happening, you know, with the rules and the laws changing, and when it comes to the United States of America, the feds is leaving it up to the states to figure everything out. So people are moving to safer states, to where they think they can advance at, or live happily or peacefully, or they're completely leaving the country, or they're trying to figure out how they can leave the country and do both, like teeter-totter back and forth, kind of nomad it out in a way that's safe and plausible due to the finances and things they have. You understand what I'm saying? Once people get their order of how they're going to run their life, it's going to be that way for like the next 15 years, okay? Astrology has always remained true, whether you believe in it or not. And if you're watching this channel, yeah, I'm not even concerned. You have to. Like, you can't watch tarot and not watch astrology. Like, what's the point? You need all of the divination tools, okay? Trust, Libra. I take the things and people that come into my life lightly, not holding on too tight, so that when it comes time for them to go, they may go smoothly. This does not mean I love any less or not value, but I am open to the changes of life. Let the blessings flow in. Don't let Mr. Demon Dick, adult channel, by the way, parental advisory, Anyway, my channel is marked for no kids. So YouTube, help me help y'all, help them. Okay? Don't let Mr. Demon Dick tell you you need him because he got you in your feelings because he hits all the right spots. I promise you, what's coming in after that, once you cleanse that energy out, it's going to be 10 times better. Don't let this job shake a few dollars of a raise in front of you and give you a cute little mahogany desk and a corner office trying to keep you when you know you're meant to build your own and you've already started. You've already got the LLC. You've already registered with the state. You've already, registered yourself with Google. You've already, like you have already put the ball in motion. You've already done it, Libra. You got to finish the game. There's more quarters in the game, okay? There's 6 quarters in the game, Libra. 6. Okay? 6 more months to go before the end of the year. And the fact that hold lightly and it's not personal. Watch your words, watch your mouth, let go of the anger is under each other in the ending of each quarter. This has to be about you, your wants, your needs, your true desires, and what it is you want, Libra. Okay? You cannot keep taking the emotional abuse you've been taking. You cannot keep giving the emotional abuse you've been giving. And if you want to be that way, you're going to have to realize whatever is around you, whoever is around you, don't want it. They don't want it. You don't want it. No more. It reminds me of The Color Purple. And it's like, I'm not going to take this anymore. All I keep seeing is Sophia's face. Hell no. I said, hell yeah. And guess what? She took that beating. She went to jail. She rocked. She had her experience in that jail. And then they made her a maid or some kind of servant. And then she was set free. Like, if you have an opportunity to not do it violently, to not, hell no, then don't. Sometimes you just got to be quiet. Sometimes you just got to be quiet. Sometimes you just got to listen to your spirit's guides and just be quiet. And just say, okay, you want to live gay? Okay. Just don't expect me to wear the flag. All right? Beautiful. You want to paint your nails? You want to change your hair color? Anything you think is taboo or somebody thinks that you're doing that is taboo. Okay, so if this is you thinking that whatever someone else is doing is taboo, your job for the last 6 months of the year is to minimize your time around them. If you can't be accepting and gracious and compassionate, minimize your time around them. Just say okay and let them live their life in peace. And go off to the left and gossip because you're going to have to get it out. Everybody has to get that type of energy out. So, gossip to them about whatever, to whoever, other family members, other friends, other coworkers, whatever that is you got to do, right? But if this is you receiving this type of energy, somebody thinks what you're doing is taboo, give them the advice I just gave you if you're the one that's doing the taboo. On a serious note, listen, these are your options. But I'm going to live my life regardless. Okay? Because at the end of the day, Libra, whoever this is, whether this is you or somebody else, one, if this is you giving off that type of energy, You don't pay nobody a light bill. You ain't putting no groceries on nobody. You ain't doing no, you just being a judgmental a-hole over somebody's life. But now if this is you receiving this energy, the same goes for you. They don't pay your light bills. They're not aiding you in any type of way of life, except little small emotional jabs here and there about what it is you're doing without really saying a thing about what you're doing, gossiping behind your, like that. You minimize your time around them. You go to the family gatherings and leave when you want to leave, and don't wait on nobody to give you no ride. Only go to family gatherings where you can, if you don't have a car, or if you don't have the energy, you don't want to be around people, don't force yourself to be in any energy fields of any type that you don't want. You can't afford that right now. You're building something for yourself. You are creating a life for yourself. You're getting used to new situations, circumstances. You are learning something new. Whether you are growing in the think of taboo, or you've been in it and now other people want to accept it, so you have to train them and show them how it works so that everyone can get along. And you can do this. You can live this life that it is that you want to live, Libra. And whoever thinks you can't, it's not, please know, whoever thinks you can't, this ain't about showing them that you can. You need to show yourself you can. You need to show yourself you can instill the emotional intelligence that is needed to maintain and sustain your life, not taking things personal. And listen, I'll see you when I see you. I love you. I care about you, but I'll see you when I see you. Because you're not holding space for me in a way that I need for you to hold space. I love you, Libra. Keep building towards what it is that you want. Listen, 2023 is going to be a beautiful year. Especially if you have strong fire placements in like your Jupiter or your Mars or your Venus, right? Because of all the transits that are happening. It's going to be a nice blessing for fire signs. But, fire signs and fire placements. And I'm sure you have them somewhere. Please check your birth chart, okay? Look at it, see where the transits are. If you don't know, you want somebody to interpret it for you, listen. Description box is below. If this reading resonated with you and you want to have a chat about where things is going and how you're doing it, I can be of service to you. But I also can give you a list of other people that can help you as well, because I don't claim to be any type of guru. I just follow my intuition and I do what's necessary so that I can have the peaceful life for myself. Okay. You can have the things that it is that you want, Libra. You can have the life that it is that you want, but you have to realize you can't force other people to accept, appreciate, or acknowledge anything that it is that you do. And vice versa. Okay? You can't expect them to pat you on the back. You can't expect, and vice versa. There is a book called Emotional Intelligence, and it comes with like a little workbook too. You may want to read that. There's an actual book called Emotional Intelligence. Listen to the Audible if you don't have time to read. Listen to it in snippets. But you can. And you will. Listen, I love you. Be prosperous, be blessed, be covered. Do some protection work If you do any type of divination, do some protection work. Okay? Protect your thoughts, protect your space, lay the salt down, do the candles, whatever type of work you do. I'm not gonna suggest anything for anyone. Do what it is you do. You can look them up. There's a bunch of spells and stuff on Pinterest. There's things right here on YouTube you can do, and they're simple. A lot of the ingredients and things you already have in your house, especially if you're watching spiritual channels like this one. So, stay solid, Libra. Stay grounded. Okay? Stay meditated and prayed up. It will get great and it will stay great. Blessings.